Hello friends, welcome back to the Mothership. Today we're taking a bottle of Dr. Pepper and we are smoking up our very own chicken wings on the Weber Kettle. Let's get started. First thing we want to do is prep our chicken wings. Now like all chicken wings guys, you want to start from a good spot. So I am starting from wet brine wings. I always wet brine my wings, trust me, it's worth it. If you're planning on having wings tomorrow, just throw them in a bath tonight. Ratio I use is 1 tablespoon of Kosher Salt to 1 cup of water. Completely submerge them, throw them in your fridge. Tomorrow when you're ready to make your wings, they'll be good to go. So what I want to do is just dry them off, get just some of the exterior off because we do want to get these nice and dry. It's kind of one of the goals of crispy chicken wings. You got to start from a dry spot. Perfect. Now with my chicken wings, I start out with a light coating of olive oil just to make sure that everything binds and to help with that crispiness. So just coat everything down with a little bit of olive oil. Don't have to go crazy. Just make sure everything gets coated down. Now for rub, we're not going to go crazy because most of our flavor is going to come from our Dr. Pepper sauce. So we're just going to put a light coating of coarse black pepper, followed up by a little bit of garlic. If you don't like garlic, don't do it. If you want more spice, by the way, you could also put chili powder on at this point. I am going to put some powder into our liquid. Not necessary, but if you want some spice, you could absolutely do that. You could absolutely put some on here, or you could add it to the sauce. Either one works. But just make sure you get both sides coated down. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic powder. If you're really into color, you could also throw some paprika on, although I don't think the flavor is going to really come through too much. But it does add that nice red color. Perfect. Like I said, don't need to go crazy. But what we do need to do is put these back into the fridge. I'm planning on starting up my grill in about an hour. So I'm going to give these an hour to dry out in the fridge a bit. I just want to pull as much moisture out of the skin as possible. Like I said, we want the skin to be as dry as possible because that's going to give us the best leg up to get some crispy skin. Either way, in the fridge we go. We'll come back when it's time to actually grill them. Perfect. Now let's just get these little chickies on there. Now we can leave this alone for about a half an hour before we flip them. But while we wait, let's put together our sauce. Now soda-based sauces are pretty interesting. I mean, the reason people drink soda is because you got all those different flavors, you got that sugar, and it's a pretty good starting point for basically any type of sauce. You can go make barbecue sauce out of this. I've done it with Coke, I've done it with Cherry Coke, I've done it with Dr. Pepper. What you can do is honestly just reduce this as is, and you'll get kind of like a caramelly type sauce. But for me, I like to add in a little bit extra, but you really could just reduce this down about half. Dredge your stuff in there and it'll taste like Dr. Pepper. We're gonna add just a little bit extra sugar. So to start with, I have about 2 cups of Dr. Pepper. Then I'm gonna put a tablespoon of brown sugar just to add a little bit of extra sweetness. Also tossing in about 2 tablespoons of butter just to make it smoother. And this next ingredient is definitely personal preference. I've done this before and I want a little bit extra tang, so I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And then if you want a little bit of spice, add something hot here. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of chili powder. You can do cayenne pepper. You can do a whole lot more, you can do a whole lot less, or not at all. Either way, add a little bit of flavor, but basically what we wanna do is reduce this. So this is gonna go onto my stovetop, and I'm just gonna reduce it about half. Anywhere between half an hour to an hour is what we're looking for. But just, you know, don't let it start to burn, stir it the whole time, and let it just reduce down. All right, time to give these a flip. Now, I'll be honest, guys. Maybe you might have caught that when I closed the lid the first time. My vents were completely closed, so my grill went out. So I had to restart it and get these back up to a temp, and then start cooking them, which is a huge pain. But right now, we're about a half an hour of cooking, so everything's getting a good flippy flip. They do look really nice. They got a good smell to them too. It's getting a little dark out here. I'm gonna have to start putting on my extra light. These night videos. All right, perfect. Close her up. Let's let them finish. And the sauce is coming along good. It's reducing down. It's probably gonna need another 20 minutes or so. We'll come back when it's ready to pull these. All right, we're about 50 minutes. Let's take a peek. Oh, those look good. Look at this. That's a beautiful color on there. I've been putting on wood chunks as I've cooked these, so they've got some nice smoky flavor on there. These are ready to go. I'm going to pull them. I'm going to directly into a bowl. If you're not ready to eat yet, I just keep in the bowl with maybe some tin foil on top. and we'll sauce them right before we actually eat them. So get them taken off. Might want to probe that bigger one just to make sure, but these all look good to me. They're not burned. They definitely have a nice crispy skin. These look delicious. Vortex is still going strong. Even after having to put it out, still good. Let's check this big fat boy. See what temp is. 180, 193 still going. Yeah, these are definitely all done. Nice and crispy. It's gonna be perfect. All right, let's get inside and let's sauce up these wings and see how they taste. Dr. Pepper time. Now our wings are ready, our sauce is ready. Now it's time to toss these suckers. Definitely some good smoke flavor on there. Ooh, it smells like Dr. Pepper. Just gonna pour our sauce on and then just kind of coat everything up. Now, usually when I do tossed wings that have a whole lot of sugar, like these ones, I toss them when they're really, really hot, which is why it's even more liquidy. This sauce was reduced about half, so it is very thick. It's just hot, really, really hot. So toss it, and then I'm gonna move it to a tray and just let it sit for a little bit, and it will start to kind of thicken on there, and it'll get you that consistency you're looking for. I wouldn't go even further than this. Halfway is about as far as I'd go. Any further, and it'll turn more into like molasses. But these are ready. Pull them off, set them aside, and then just let them rest for a little bit to let this sauce cool off and thicken a bit. Now, it is no secret in barbecue that if you take any type of soda that has actual sugar in it, not the diet stuff, and reduce it down, you can pretty much do all kinds of stuff with it. Different barbecue sauces, throw it on to burnt ends, throw it in a barbecue sauce. People do crock pots with it. It's actually kind of a pretty good unkept secret out there. People add tomato sauces to it, ketchup, turn into barbecue sauce. I have a couple barbecue sauces just like that. I've done ones with beer, I've done ones with soda. It's pretty good. But in general, you can just reduce it down and it turns more into like a spiced molasses, and it's pretty darn good. These smell fantastic. Before we sauced them, I smelled a whole bunch of smoke on them, so they're gonna be nice and smoky and nice and Dr. Peppery. But I am starving, guys. It's time to see what we're working with. Oof, letting them rest a bit has let them get a little sticky, which is that sugary stuff we're looking for. They smell great. Time to give the old-fashioned chomp. Oh, just fall apart. Look at that. That's what you want for wings. These wings are excellent. They have a really good crunch to them. Even after saucing them, fantastic. You can absolutely taste the Dr. Pepper on the back end of this. I've done something similar with cherry Coke. You can kind of taste the cherry on there, but Dr. Pepper has its own specific flavors, and you can really taste it on here. I was looking for more tang, to be honest. First time I did these, I just didn't do any tang. Put some apple cider vinegar on this. Maybe I'll do more next time. But if you're looking for just Dr. Pepper flavored, this is it, and you can absolutely taste it. You can also add more spice if you want, with more chili powder, cayenne pepper. You can do Tabasco if you want, although that might muck around with it a bit. I'd probably stick to the dry stuff. But guys, these are really, really good. I'm really enjoying these, and we are gonna really like these tonight, and these might actually become a staple because my future wife loves Dr. Pepper. Now guys, this is a quick one for me tonight, just some nice wing recipes. But as always, let me know down below, what is your favorite type of wings to do? Do you like to fry them? Do you like to smoke them? Do you like to just put them in your oven and bake them? Would love to hear what you guys are doing. And as always, please cook some absolutely fantastic, and I'll see you at the next UFO barbecue. Bye-bye.